The foundation actually was created back in 1991 by my predecessor, Brett Marshall. He got together with our president at the time, Jerry Waugh, and they put the foundation together. And initially, its whole focus was to have a Kansas Golf Hall of Fame. And they started that in 91 and had their first induction ceremony of 8 new inductees, including Tom Watson and Judy Bell and some other great names from Kansas golf history. But by the time I took over the association in 1993, running the Kansas Golf Foundation kind of came with the territory. Phil and I were young, practicing attorneys in Johnson County back in the mid-'70s. Phil and I had something familiar to talk about besides the practice, and that was golf. He was a pretty avid golfer himself. Grew up in Parson, Kansas, and he played a lot of golf, junior golf and college golf. And I wasn't quite as good as he was, but still just as avid. So we played together a few times, got to be good friends. He had an interest in the rules of the game, and I needed volunteers, so I recruited him to become one of our rules officials that worked many of the championships and programs that we were doing back in that time. During that time frame, my focus was on the association and growing the association and running our events and taking care of all of our other business. So the foundation really just kind of sat there and didn't do much other than the Hall of Fame every other year. Knowing Phil as well as I did, I suggested to him that, you would really enjoy running the state foundation. And once I explained it to him and what was involved, he was more than willing and ready to take over the role. He took the time to talk to a lot of people around the state to get their thoughts about what would make our foundation really grow. What mission or what purpose should it have in order to be successful? And what he found out almost consistently is that the people were very interested in junior golf and very interested in education. So we put those two concepts together and started and built our Kansas Junior Golf Scholarship program.
One of the most interesting things we do as a foundation and where we have the biggest impact is with our scholarship program. As somebody that personally grew up in a different part of the state, I grew up in Salina, so many of these at-need Kansas kids that play golf and are interested in our scholarship are kids from Salina and West, where there's not as many PGA, Class A professionals. There's not as much support. There's not as many golf options. But what always strikes me is we're seeing these kids and they're number 1 or number 2 in their class so often. They learned golf from a parent or some sort of relative or some leader in that small community where they grew up. What I really admire about Phil is then he takes it the next step and forms relationships with these kids as they go through their 4 years of school. Because we give them a scholarship, we give them funds every year for their 4 years, and they go to Kansas universities. And occasionally they attend our events. And while I think most of us on the board know the kids through that application process and we follow them a little bit, Phil is different. He really gets involved with these kids and follows them very closely and checks in on them. And so it just says so much about Phil that he just goes that extra mile.
Well, Phil is very intelligent, very well organized, very passionate about whatever he's working on. He's very well liked. He has a network of friends and associates all over the world.
It was a very small foundation back then. We've always been, had the twin roles of electing and administering the Hall of Fame and then having our annual scholar program. And so it was real clear from the start that what we really needed to do is expand our fundraising so that we could have a larger impact on the golf community.
Well, after 17 years as the executive director of the Kansas Golf Foundation, Phil Miller has left quite a significant legacy for the foundation. When he started back in 2003, I believe it was, the foundation had a pretty small bank account. I want to say maybe $10,000. And through his efforts over the years, and frankly with a lot of help too, the foundation has grown to a point where its balance sheet would be in excess of $800,000. That is incredible. You know, Phil was a great leader of the foundation for the 15 plus years that he was involved, but it was not ever his total sole focus. And thanks to the vision of Phil and his volunteer trustees, they've determined that for the foundation to take the next step, they really need a full-time executive director. And they've done that. And so while that transition has just taken place here recently, I think the future of the foundation is extremely bright.
When I think of Phil's legacy, I think of all the board meetings that we've had and how much over the years we have leaned on his leadership. He's always so prepared for all the meetings and prepared in so many different ways. So his legacy, whether you're talking to me or others that have been on this board for a period of time, I mean, they're huge shoes to fill, and we couldn't be more grateful and just want to have a heartfelt thank you to Phil for all he's done, the passion he has shown throughout his tenure, and the leadership he's provided to all of us as board meetings, and then to all those that have benefited from his efforts throughout the state for our terrific foundation.
And that's his legacy. He is a wonderful man, well-liked by everyone, hardworking, smart. Kansas Golf Foundation, the golfers of Kansas owe Phil Miller a great deal of thanks for all the hard work that he did over the last 17 years. Thank you, Phil.
Thanks, Phil.
Hi, Phil. Congratulations on your retirement from the foundation. And most important, thank you for your service. I believe under your leadership, the foundation has grown to unprecedented levels financially and also philanthropically. You have been just a terrific leader, and so many young scholars and the golf community in general, we're all indebted to your service. As I've said many times about Phil Miller, you are indeed a true gentleman, and in my mind and in the game of golf, that is the ultimate compliment one can give. So thank you very much for your service, and my best to you and your family. Happy retirement.
Mr. Miller, congrats on your retirement, and thank you for all of your kind words and support for me over the years. I hope you get to play lots of golf during retirement.
Thank you, Phil Miller, for all you've done for the Kansas Golf Foundation. I wish you the best of luck in your retirement and the next chapter in your life.
Hello, Mr. Miller. My name is Caitlin Hayes, and I was a Kansas Junior Golf Scholarship recipient in the year of 2016. In December of 2019, I graduated from Washburn University, and I truly don't think that my college experience would have been any better than it was because of all the scholarships that I had, including the Kansas Junior Golf Scholarship. It really allowed me to focus on my classes and focus on having fun and making new friends rather than worrying about how I'm going to pay for everything that I was doing at college. And it just really meant a lot to me, and it still means so much now, even after over a year of being out of school. So I just wanted to wish you a happy retirement, and please golf as much as you can, because I for sure am not golfing as much right now.
Hi, Mr. Miller. My name is Lexi Pauls, and I was a Kansas Junior Golf Scholar 2014. This program has really impacted my life, and I appreciate all the emails checking up on me and seeing how I'm doing. So thank you so much, and congratulations on your retirement.
Thanks, Mr. Miller. Enjoy your retirement.
Thank you, Mr. Miller.
Mr. Miller, thank you so much. I appreciate everything you've done for me. Thank you, Mr. Miller.
Hi Phil, happy retirement. I just want to say a quick thank you for giving me all the opportunities you did the last 4 years. I'll forever be honored to have been chosen as a Kansas Golf Scholar. Good luck with your next chapter, and I wish you nothing but the best. Thanks again.
Thank you, Mr. Miller, and congratulations on your retirement.
Hey, Mr. Miller. You and the KGA had an amazing influence on my high school and college career. I hope you have a great retirement and the best of luck in the next chapter of your life.
Thank you, Mr. Miller.
Hey, Mr. Miller. Heard you're retiring. Congratulations. Thanks for all you did for the KJGA. I remember getting a call from you in 2011 after I just won my last tournament as a senior. You called me at 7 o'clock at night on my home phone. You told me that I had just been awarded one of the KJGA scholarships. What a great day that was. Have a great retirement. Congratulations. Thanks again.
Thank you, Mr. Miller, for all you've done for golf in Kansas.
Happy retirement, Phil. This is Mark Brown, 2005 Kansas Golf Foundation Scholar. Want to say thank you for everything that you have done for, you and the Kansas Golf Foundation have done for my family and I. We really appreciate it. It's been an honor to get to know you over these last 16 years. And yeah, thank you for everything. Happy retirement. What do you say, buddy?